Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Actalon and welcome to the Actalon Gaming channel. And as of today, the premiere to Season 7 on Ascension is currently out. So let's join the others and give it an, well, review or reaction. For a thing to have any hope of greatness, I must transform some
Seekers of adventure, hear this call. For too long you've been unable to realize your hero's potential, weighed down by worlds that keep you bound by class. You deserve to have an impact on this beloved world, to express yourself on Azeroth in any way that you desire. From delving into the deepest dungeons to crafting the rarest items, conquering the strongest villains, or risking it all in high-risk PvP. You deserve nothing less than the complete rebirth of classless WoW. Season 7 was built for you to forge your classless hero and embark on limitless adventure. Welcome, heroes, to the next chapter of classless WoW.
Turn down the volume on.
Join us on this brand new adventure, a fresh seasonal realm where you'll start with thousands of other players, progressing through expansions and experiencing the entire classless adventure from start to finish. Season 7 is a chance for new heroes and veterans alike to begin anew on Ascension, offering an opportunity to learn the ins and outs of classless WoW before merging into the main realm at the season's end. From the remastered draft system and brand new prestige mode to the completely reborn high-risk open world, new crafting overhaul, and incredible heroic and Mythic Plus systems, this is the first stride on a journey to transform the game. Join us to cover the new features in detail so that you can dive into the newest chapter of Ascension classless WoW. Season 7 is a step towards a complete remaster of classless WoW. With the release date set for August 6th, this season is tempered with the knowledge, lessons, and successes that the game has experienced over the past 5 years. Every upgrade is designed to help you achieve Ascension's ultimate goal of allowing you to discover and build your fantasy classless hero. With Season 7, you'll embark on a journey to empower yourself and overcome the challenges you uncover, both those you find and those that find you. As you power up and ascend to greater heights, you'll experience the nostalgia of a beloved familiar world, while at the same time discovering it anew with Ascension's signature classless tools. Draft mode rises from the ashes to combine the freedom of choice of free pick with the limitless discovery of wildcard. Using past seasons and community feedback, this epic game mode has been reborn as a journey to discover and refine your champion. We've taken the best parts of draft mode, cut out what sucked, and doubled down on what was amazing to give this system exactly what it needed to help you realize your classless champion. Heroes typically step into classless Azeroth with a vision of the champion they'd like to play. Whether it's a monstrous berserker or a calm and cool frost wizard, the goal of draft mode is to give you the tools to guide your hero towards that fantasy. You'll do so by choosing one of 3 skills every 2 levels, building your hero, gaining exciting new skills, and discovering powerful abilities along the way. Draft mode is about discovering your hero, and with the new card rarity system, you'll know exactly how to mix and match to build your personal legend. In order to feel good about building your classless hero, you need to have both the freedom to discover and the knowledge to know when you found something really special. With the new card rarity system, each time you go to draft a new spell, you'll notice a rarity associated with each skill. Just like the items you're familiar with, this rarity can be uncommon, rare, epic, or legendary. Uncommon cards are your core spells: Frostbolt, Sinister Strike, Incinerate, and the like. You'll see them most often to make sure that you find the foundational skills of your build. Rare cards are typically passive power, like True Shot Aura and Water Shield. Epic cards are hard CC like Blast Wave, Shadow Fury, and Death Coil. Finally, legendary cards are immunities and utility spells that have universal appeal in any build. Spells like Divine Shield, Ice Block, Blink, and Deterrence fall into this category. Using these clear, familiar markers of power, new and veteran heroes alike can instantly recognize when they've discovered a strong skill. You can choose the uncommon abilities that are crucial to your fantasy build while augmenting your power with the occasional epic and even legendary ability. In this way, you can refine your hero to the heights of power, gaining the skills you need to dominate your adventure.
That sounds epic.
The card rarity system also serves as the foundation for a simple but game-changing mechanic, one that brings clarity and precision to the draft system. To put it simply, the more of a rarity type you have, the harder it is to get more. This simple change brings clarity to heroes looking to build their champion. Now, when drafting your hero, you'll know exactly how the choices you make impact your hero. If you pick that death coil, you'll know that you're a bit less likely to see epics in future pulls. If you snag Blink, you do so knowing that the chance of finding Divine Shield or Ice Block is slightly decreased. In this way, you can understand and even influence RNG to have more control over the cards that you see. Likewise, if you're searching for a particular epic card, you'll know that unlearning an epic skill that you already have increases your likelihood of seeing epic cards in future pulls. Not only that, but with niche and circumstantially strong abilities largely being of common rarity rather than completely random, you'll see a much wider variety of the core skills you need to realize almost any build you can think of. With skill rarity, the uncommon cards are plentiful, letting you grab core spells without being punished for it and negating the need for any sort of waiting or pooling. Which leads us to variety. Variety is the key to discovery. Not having variety leads to explosive shot. In the past, a small handful of skills have dictated entire builds and the overall meta on Ascension. The best builds were typically the ones you could plan for. In draft mode, which included a fair bit of random play, it's only natural to base builds around abilities that you have control over, either structuring builds around what skills you could roll at level 1, or, in the past, designing your entire build around the pickable endgame talents. Case in point, Explosive Shot. Solution: ditch pickable talents and give heroes more skill cards. All talent abilities can now be drafted and uncovered as skill cards. In Season 7's draft mode, you'll have access to 4 total skill cards, 2 basic and 2 golden. These rare items can be obtained at high levels and used at level 1. When used, you'll be guaranteed to pull the ability on the card as one of your 3 drafted skills at the appropriate level. With skill cards, you can steer your draft build in the direction you want it to go by stacking the deck and guaranteeing essential abilities. This is the consistency that will open up fresh playstyles and prevent heroes from being forced into specific abilities just to finish a build. Rather than having endgame talents as pickable, every skill in the game will be available to either draft or pick up as a skill card. Leveling is one of the foundational experiences on Ascension. Delving into dungeons, meeting other adventuring players, and the consistent feel of progression makes slaying foes and exploring new corners of the world feel exciting and rewarding. But in the past, graduating from leveling meant you could never return to that precious time. And if you wanted to, the game incentivized making a new character rather than developing the one you had. No longer with the new Prestige system. The Prestige system lets you reset your hero to level 1, wiping your current spec so you can relive the leveling adventure. Not only does this give you a chance to draft a better build, but you'll earn a massive chest of spoils containing mystic items and gear when you reach level cap again. This allows the leveling experience to serve the dual function of endless exploration and end game progression. Additionally, since you set your hero back to level 1, you'll be able to use skill cards to upgrade your draft build and steer your hero towards your ultimate fantasy, guaranteeing core skills crucial to your champion. When you prestige, you reset your active build, giving you the chance to change up skill cards and draft something better. What's more, your other specs remain untouched. This means that you can select and prestige individual builds while keeping your other specs locked and safe. Now, rather than having a million alts, your hero can prestige, refining itself through multiple incarnations until it rises as the version of yourself you want to be. Refine your draft build and gear up for the endgame with the Prestige system.
That's fucking epic.
As a final draft note, heroes can still get Hands of Fate to redraft individual abilities. Completing quests from Silas Darkmoon in major cities is a surefire way to get 3 Hands of Fate per quest. In addition, these quests now also award skill card packs, so you can double down on refining your champion. Season 7 gives heroes as much control over their champions as possible while still avoiding the drawbacks and unfun metas of full free pick. As you draft your hero and refine them through Hands of Fate, skill cards, and prestige mode, you'll see constant progression, feeling good about the direction of your hero while also discovering things you didn't even know you wanted. With multiple ways to refine your hero, alongside the skill rarity system, each and every one of you, whether you're a veteran or a newcomer just starting out, can realize your personal class fantasy. Heroes aiming to have the best build they can will be able to use the rarity system to have clear, achievable markers of their progress. With hard work, you can earn and discover as many epic and legendary skills as you desire, outfitting your hero with incredible power. With the card rarity system, there is no limit. You can always roll better skills and climb ever higher on your journey to the top. High risk was once one of the foundational pillars of Ascension. The thrill of battle, the adrenaline of risking gear against others, and the excitement of taking down real foes and earning incredible equipment through your PvP prowess drew many a champion to the bloody battlefields of the high-risk open world. This titan of mechanics is finally getting the attention it deserves. With Season 7, High Risk is Reborn. High Risk Reborn completely transforms the ways that heroes of all types can interact with the world. Where once existed only deadly combat, now blooms dozens of new dimensions to engage with Azeroth and the heroes who call her home. With Season 7, capturing power for your hero can influence the entire Ascension community through new events, consumables, craftable items, new item enchantments, monster nests, rare creatures, hidden chests, and affixed Bloodforged gear. This opens up both the high-risk environment and the greater realm economy, allowing new types of champions to emerge, compete, and succeed. Crafters now have brand new item enchantments, potions, flasks, and gear to create. Gatherers can now collect and refine rare new high-risk ingredients. Adventurers can gain gear and glory taking down vicious new notorious monsters. And the wolves of high risk can still travel the world, seeking out the combat they so crave. This is High Risk Reborn. Deep within the wilds of the high-risk open world lie new, powerful materials waiting to be harvested. These are high-risk ingredients, brand new crafting items used to forge the undisputed highest tier of foods, potions, flasks, enchantments, scopes, and even gear. From meat to cloth, herbs to ore, every profession has new, unique materials to claim. And these pair with brand new recipes to create the best craftable items in the game. The catch? The best recipes for these items are found in dungeons and raids, and the ingredients are only obtainable by stepping into high risk. Any hero can gather high-risk ingredients, just like any hero can stumble on one of the new recipes. Both are completely tradable and completely sellable, so if you don't want to go out and get them yourself, you can easily buy them from someone who does. Likewise, if you find yourself with something you don't want, you can sell it. This is where high-risk and no-risk heroes can help each other out. If you're brave enough to risk life, limb, and gear in the high-risk open world, you can venture out, outwit high-risk hunters, and harvest high-risk materials to bring back, providing resources to heroes who prefer to stay in no-risk. By the same token, heroes focused on diving into dungeons and raids can find the new rare recipes to either learn themselves or sell to someone else. This creates a brand new, unique economy between no-risk focused PvE champions and high-risk focused PvP heroes. One collects the ingredients, the other finds the recipes, and both can benefit from brand new foods, flasks, gear enchantments, and even gear. This system enables heroes of all types to benefit from the high-risk open world, allowing any champion, no matter what their specialty, to find success in this dangerous world. More than that, it allows heroes to play a role in the entire Ascension economy, either finding, refining, crafting, or selling the various parts of a process that empowers everyone. Good adventure requires discovery, something you can uncover, find, and didn't know you wanted. With High Risk Reborn, heroes who venture out into the open world, whether looking to hunt or gather, can look forward to the possibility of additional spoils. Monster nests, hidden chests, and notorious monsters. On occasion, during their travels, heroes may uncover one of the new high-risk features, a monster nest or a hidden chest. Monster nests are a location where a little bit of bait can be your ticket to epic rewards. Find a nest, lure out a powerful rare foe, and slay it for high-risk ingredients and possibly even blood-forged loot. Similarly, hidden chests are secret caches that can be opened using the various keys crafted by engineers and blacksmiths. Keys have varying rarities, and keeping one or two on you at all times ensures that you can crack open a chest when you find it, grabbing what's inside and reveling in the spoils they offer. However, be warned. Both bait and keys can be stolen by players that kill you in high risk, so be on the lookout for heroes looking to prey on your preparations. In the same vein, heroes slaying monsters in the world beware. The scent of blood draws out dangerous creatures looking to feed. When slaying enemies in a zone, you now have a chance to encounter a notorious monster. Notorious monsters are rare enemies that have a chance to spawn the more enemies you slay in a zone. Every zone has unique notorious monsters, and if you encounter one, you can bring it down to snag big loot. Monster nests, hidden chests, and notorious monsters serve as more potential excitement that you can discover while in high risk. If you think you have what it takes to outwit hunters and claim these super spoils, adventure out into the open world and engage in the thrill of the hunt. The deepest dungeons await you, heroes, in a way that you've never been able to experience before. A limitless conquest against the environment, an endless staircase of challenge. Your most nostalgic adventures, reborn in Mythic Plus. Temper your hero in the fires of PvE. With Season 7, a complete Mythic Plus system arrives on Ascension. Every one of your favorite dungeons from Blackrock Depths onwards now not only has its normal version, but a full cascade of heroic, Mythic 0, and Mythic Plus difficulties. Grab your keystone, gather your allies, and tear through the foes that stand in your path. At the end, incredible treasures await you. On Season 7, every dungeon from Blackrock Depths onwards has a Mythic 0 difficulty. Should you manage to clear it, you'll be rewarded with a keystone for a random dungeon. This is your key to that dungeon's Mythic Plus. Using the keystone, you can activate it as the group leader to transform that Mythic 0 dungeon into a Mythic Plus dungeon. When you do, you'll transform the dungeon and increase the difficulty, inflicting affixes on either the creatures within, yourself, or both. Affixes are additional effects that provide an even greater challenge for heroes in Mythic Plus dungeons. They're the same for all heroes and rotate every week, meaning you can compete against your friends and rival guilds to see who can progress the furthest in the span of 7 days. From there, the rules are simple. Beat the timer, and your keystone upgrades by +1. Fail, and you'll lose a tier instead. The higher you upgrade your keystone, the better loot you'll acquire from the dungeon. Whether you beat the timer or not, finishing the dungeon awards a personal loot box, with loot of the same tier that you entered the dungeon with. So, if you started with a +3 keystone, you'll get +3 loot even if you lose against the clock. Opening your personal spoils allows you to choose the type of gear you want, from tank to healer to DPS, and the rest is up to chance. However, there are also Mystic Rune and Mystic Orb options. You can only gain so many personal spoils per week, and grabbing the Orb or Rune option doesn't count as one of them. In this way, you can still run mythics with allies catching up and get rewards for doing so, without having to pick up a personal spoils crate of a lower keystone than what you want. Using keystones, heroes can delve into the deepest depths of the Mythic Plus system, gaining greater and more powerful gear if they have what it takes to conquer the demons within. From there, you can continue into more savage mythic difficulties or move towards Flex Normal, Flex Heroic, or Ascended difficulty raids. With Season 7, no matter where you are or what your personal goals are, there's something to help you refine your hero and take the next step towards Ascension. Thanks for tuning in to the overview for Ascension Season 7. We hope you're excited, newcomers and veterans alike, to step into the world like it was.
Thanks for watching, stay awesome, because that is what you truly are. And see you next time, hopefully on Season 7 start.